Tropical Cyclone Neville is active in the Indian Ocean right now with maximum sustained winds of 70 miles per hour, gusts of 85 miles per hour, central pressure around 989 millibars right now. The storm, this will only be one of 3 updates for the storm, as it is not expected to hit land. The storm is currently in the middle of nowhere, the Indian Ocean right now, moving away from the west coast of Australia. It was Tropical Depression 18S previously, the system that was active during Cyclone, near Western Australia during Cyclone Megan. As you can see quite clearly, Cyclone Neville is a Category 2 right now, and it is very well defined. We do have an eye feature being shown right now in earlier frames. It is not the most clearest eye you will see. It is more visible, and it is more visible on the nighttime infrared that's being shown than it is on the daylight visible imagery. However, the eye is there. This storm will continue to strengthen as time goes on. The storm is expected to potentially become a Category 3 as it continues to head in the general direction of the middle of the Indian Ocean, really. It's not going to head anywhere, really. So, we're going to get you guys a look at just exactly what this storm is forecast to do. So there's the storm right there. That is Cyclone Neville. Category 2. Winds 70 miles per hour, gusts 85, central pressure 989. The storm is expected to potentially reach Category 3 intensity with winds up to possibly maybe 100 or 105 miles per hour, and then quickly weaken as it heads south and toward the subtropics of the Indian Ocean. And as you can see on the left side of your screen, another cyclone late season cyclone looks like it could form by March 28th and potentially pose a risk to Mauritius. Quite a powerful cyclone indeed there. That could be a Category 4 storm with maybe 115, maybe 120 mile-an-hour winds going straight through the Mascarene Islands. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. That's March 30th. 10 days out. So long-range models, we'll have to keep an eye on that, on that potential cyclone. 10 days out. Long-range models, we expect major changes to occur as time goes on, as long-range models usually do. Change quite dramatically when it comes to tropical cyclones beyond 7 days. They change quite crazy. And then that storm is expected to traditionally head off toward the south, remaining a powerful post-tropical cyclone there as it heads into the subtropics of the Indian Ocean and then toward the Southern Ocean. After that, nothing is expected on the horizon. So, we're going to get a look here at the sea surface temperatures in the storm's location right now. Storm location right now, sea surface temperatures around 28 to 29 degrees Celsius. Right toward this area here is where the storm is right now. We are expecting that the system, according to the forecast track, will take that track headed south. It will head toward cooler waters, so it has only the next couple of days to become that Category 3 storm before it drops south. Here, I'm going to give you the cone forecast. The cone forecast on this map will only show you the storm by Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale category, so it does not accommodate for the Indian Ocean scale. So you're going to see Category 2 on this because that's what it will be for the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. So right now the storm is the equivalent of a tropical storm, of a Saffir-Simpson hurricane tropical wind scale tropical storm, and the storm is expected to, never mind the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, storm is expected to persist, Category 2 intensity, and then by the time it reaches winds of 80 miles per hour, it becomes a Category 3 storm. As you can see, the storm will max with winds of 90 knots, So that would be a Category 3 storm. It would be around 105 miles per hour. And then the storm will continue off toward the south, taking a dip toward the southwest. So, let's get a look right now at the storm on infrared. Oh, excuse me, that is Cyclone Megan. That is what's left of Cyclone Megan. It's not what we're looking for. We want Cyclone Neville's infrared scan. So as you can quite clearly see, it is counting percentage. The storm did have a better defined eye, as you can quite clearly see. It's a very compact storm indeed. However, it looks like some of that eyewall structure has collapsed in a bit. An eyewall replacement cycle appears to be occurring, and that is what potentially will eventually result in the storm strengthening. As you can quite clearly see, though, the storm presenting very impressive and very well-defined circulation. Definitely presenting a much more better cyclonic structure than Cyclone Megan did, because Cyclone Megan was getting sheared. While we're on that note, let's see if Cyclone Neville is getting sheared or not. I don't think it's giving me I can't see the cyclone on that view. Excuse me. We're going to have to go back a bit. Are you not going to give us that? I don't think we can get it on the map, guys. Ah, there we go. My bad. I'm sorry that took a minute. Okay, so yeah. Low wind shear. Favorable shear conditions are occurring over Cyclone Neville right now. So that's why the storm is presenting so much better. The wind shear is low. However, it looks like the storm does have much higher wind shear towards west and southwest, which is where the storm will be headed. So that will probably be what shreds the storm. So the storm has from here till about here to reach Category 3 intensity before lower sea surface temperatures combined with wind shear begins to tear the storm to shreds. So we will have 2 more updates on this storm. We'll have another update when the storm reaches peak intensity, and another one when it begins to take that dive toward the southwest. Until then, over and out.